This is a pick a crystal or shell reading for what kind of elemental are you? So if you're drawn to this reading, you probably already did the are you an elemental, yes or no reading and found that you got a yes. If you've not done that reading, I really recommend you do that one first before continuing on to this one. So we have here 1 or the amethyst sphere, 2 or the black tourmaline, 3 or the rose quartz sphere, 4 or the dragon tiger's eye crystal, 5 or the clear quartz sphere, 6 or the shell, and 7 or the bloodstone. So take a minute or so to tune in and then go ahead and make your choice. If you're drawn to more than one, it probably just means you had incarnations as multiple types of elementals. I'm now going to move on to 1 or the amethyst sphere. All right, those of you who chose pile 1 or the amethyst sphere, you are an earth elemental. So you probably had incarnations as a gnome, an ogre, a giant, a dryad, which is a tree spirit, an earth, fae, an elf, things of that nature. Okay, those of you who chose pile 2 or the black tourmaline, you are an air elemental. This means that you've had a lot of incarnations and it's elements that are associated with air, such as the fae, sprites, pixies, dragons, dealing with air or dragons that fly or dragons with wings. So anything along those lines. Those of you who chose pile 3 or the rose quartz sphere, you are a fire elemental. So you probably had a lot of incarnations as a dragon, a fire-breathing dragon to be exact. You could have incarnated as a djinn, as a salamander, as a fire fairy, things of that nature. Okay, those of you who chose pile 4 or the tiger's eye dragon head, you are an elemental angel and or you have incarnated in all elements throughout your incarnations. Okay, those of you who chose pile 5 or the clear quartz sphere, you are an ether or aether elemental. This is the element of spirit. So your incarnations as an elemental are very high vibrational. Sometimes you don't take on a form. It's more like a geometrical shape, angle, or even pure primordial chi or, primordial essence of the elements themselves. So it's less fixed or formed. You might have also had incarnations as an elemental angel or as a dragon of spirit, something very high vibrational and very connected to the element of aether. Okay, those of you that chose pile 6 or the seashell, you are a water elemental. And what's funny is I wasn't even looking at what cards were what when I was placing the objects, and you happen to get the one object that's associated with water here out of all these objects. So you were probably either a gnome or a mermaid or any other type of water spirit, maybe a water dragon or a water serpent or a naga. All right, those of you who chose the last pile, pile 7 or the bloodstone, you are a starseed elemental. This means that your incarnations have taken place either completely or mostly within the celestial realm, so that you were an elemental embodying the elements within the celestial realm and could be considered both a starseed and an elemental seed. Check out my website, thetantricdragoness.com, to book a private akashic reading or any other reading. Also, akashic portraits, consultations, shamanic journeys, starseed charts, primordial dragon fire healing, and much more.
You can also subscribe to Patreon to learn how to do a lot of this yourself through various templates I've designed. Activate Diamond Consciousness, Activate the Black Flame, Journey the Underworld, Tantric Healing and BDSM, Astral Projection and Power, Shields, Cloaks, Wards, Learning Light Language, Exclusive and Premiere Readings, Soul Fragment Retrieval, Advanced Ancestral Work, Creating Your Own Shamanic Sanctuary, and much more. Thanks for your support, and stay tuned for future videos.